What's up, everyone? Justin here, back with a new countdown show. Top 20 countdown. My top 20 talents WWE screwed, in my opinion. So let's start it off with number 20, Sting. In my opinion, they really screwed Sting. They fucked him. They screwed him. The best thing about Sting in WWE was he went in the Hall of Fame. He got a DVD put out that was pretty cool that I own. And his debut at Survivor Series, that was the best part of Sting in WWE, those three things. I hated that, and I say he was screwed because he lost at WrestleMania. What the fuck? It was a WrestleMania debut, and you have him lose? Why? That's fucking insane. That's crazy. Why the fuck would you do that? I don't get it. I still don't understand Vince wanting Sting to lose. This was not about WWE. WWF won the Monday Night War. Let's have a WWF guy, Triple H. This was probably Vince's thinking. Let's have a WWE guy for life, Triple H. Defeat Sting and crush WCW once and for all. What the fuck? The war was over. And by the way, Triple H was a WCW guy first. If you want to go back in history. But Sting was a WCW guy for life. He was there until they closed. He was on the final Nitro, the final WCW show. He shouldn't have lost at WrestleMania. That pisses me off still. He shouldn't have lost at WrestleMania. So, my opinion, he was screwed. And then he lost to Seth Rollins and got injured, sadly. I would have given him the WWE title. That's what I would have done. And he could have dropped it a month later. He didn't have to have a long title run. If I was Vince, I would have said to Sting, thank you for an awesome career. Thank you for coming here. I'm going to give you a WWE title reign at least once for about a month. But no, Vince, you put him in the Hall of Fame. I'm sure you paid him a lot of money, but you still screwed him because he lost his only WrestleMania match. That will go down in history as the biggest botch, flop, fail, screw job, screwing a talent of all time. Having Sting, an icon, lose in his WrestleMania debut. That is the biggest fucking fail of all time. Almost. Number 20, Sting. Top talents, WWE screwed. Number 20, Sting. Number 19, Booker T. Booker T. Now, he wasn't screwed as bad as Sting. Not at all. He was World Heavyweight Champion a couple times, but he never defeated Triple H at WrestleMania 19. He should have. He fucking should have. It was his time. He should have went over. Also, Booker T lost to The Rock right after he debuted just about. SummerSlam 2001, the People's Champ versus the People's Champ. And Booker T was buried and lost to the WWF's Rock. I didn't expect Booker to win, but he was still kind of screwed there. So number 19, Booker T. That, in my opinion, talents WWE screwed over and didn't treat good. Number 18, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, Bang. The guy was a WCW guy for life. from 91 until 2001. DDP then came into WWF and was a fucking mid-carder. He was almost like a jobber and a mid-carder. He lost and got his ass beat non-stop by Kane and The Undertaker. It was sad. Now, DDP was not in his prime in 2001, but he could still fucking go. This was not the same DDP as like 97, but still. Diamond Dallas Page, the guy was a big star, had a big name, and was treated like a mid-carder and screwed over, in my opinion, by WWF. Now, he didn't debut good. His gimmick was a fucking creep, stalker of The Undertaker's wife, Sarah. He was a stalker gimmick. It was not a good way to bring in DDP. And then he feuded with The Undertaker and was like secretly recording Undertaker's wife with a video camera, hiding in the damn bushes. And then he got his ass beat by Undertaker at King of the Ring 2001. Got his ass beat again at SummerSlam. Invasion. I think he was part of the winning alliance team at Invasion. But DDP was screwed over. The guy's a huge fucking star. Huge star from 97 to 2000. Number 17, Damien Sandow. Mizdow. Remember that shit? Mizdow? That was fucking great. How Sandow played Mizdow. That was a great parody of The Miz. It was genius. The guy's a genius. How he played that character. And before he was Mizdow, he was Damien Sandow. You're welcome. That shit was great. He had a great gimmick. They did nothing with him. He lost Money in the Bank. Or he tried to cash in, I think. And he lost to John Cena in a cash-in attempt. That was not good. Damien Sandow was fucking screwed over. He was screwed by WWE. Number 17, Damien Sandow. Go back and watch Mizdow with The Miz. Go back, watch it on Peacock. That shit was hilarious. He was copying what Miz did in the ring. He was on the floor. That was great. That was great comedy. Number 16, I think this guy was screwed over. I thought he had a great gimmick. I liked the gimmick. Maybe a lot of people won't remember it. It did not fucking last long. Like 4 months, 3 months. He was part of SmackDown in 2004. I did hear rumors he was supposed to face Undertaker at SummerSlam 2004, but they did not think he was ready. Or they didn't like his attitude. I don't know. But he was screwed over by WWE. And maybe the guy, and then he came back to WWE later in a different new gimmick, a vampire gimmick, part of WWE's ECW. Who am I talking about? Number 16, this gimmick, I believe he was screwed over by the company. He could have been as big as The Undertaker. He could have been a heel Undertaker character. Like The Undertaker would wear all black. He could have been like the white Undertaker. But anyways, number 16, Mordecai. Mordecai was the guy, in my opinion. Mordecai was a great gimmick, and he got screwed over. I would have pushed him like crazy if I was booking. Number 16, Mordecai, screwed over by WWE. Again, the guy was big. Same size almost as Undertaker. And I thought he had talent, and I liked his video packages where he cut promos, and I thought he was good. Number 15, CM Punk was screwed over by WWE, but I am on WWE's side more. I'm just saying I am on WWE's side more. that it's not a Punk quit. He just walked out. He didn't. I don't know if he told Vince he's quitting. I don't know. I think they had a yelling match and yelled at each other back and forth, and Punk said, "I'm out of here." I don't know what happened. I don't remember. And I don't care to remember. I am fucking sick and tired of hearing about CM Punk. Is he gonna return? Will he return? And he keeps getting asked every interview he does, will you come back? What will interest you to come back to wrestling? I don't fucking care anymore about him ever coming back. The guy I don't think wants to ever wrestle again. And if he does, it will only be because of, well, maybe not the money. He said he doesn't care about the money. He doesn't need it. And I'm sure, why would he? He doesn't need the money. But he won't come back unless he really, really is passionate about coming back and is excited about, I don't know, facing somebody new or doing something he's never done before. I don't know. I don't care. CM Punk has been gone like 7 to 8 years. That ship has sailed. I don't care about. If the guy showed up on Raw Monday, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, he looks older and he looks homeless. And I don't care. And yeah, the guy looks homeless unless he shaves his whole beard. So anyways, look at Punk. The guy doesn't look like 2013 or 14 CM Punk anymore. The guy does. He looks a lot older. So he could probably look younger if he shaved his beard off. I don't even know if he still has a beard, but it has a lot of gray in it. So number 15, CM Punk was screwed over because I guess he quit or he just went home, wanted time off because the fucking guy was burned out. I don't think he was that mad about creative. I think he was burned out. And he was just done. He was injured. He was hurt. He had a fucking infection, a giant bump on his back. And WWE doctor ignored him. Take a Z-Pack. Well, he was burned out, and he's hurt, and he's injured, and he probably was concussed. So I don't blame him for leaving, but I don't like that he walked out in WWE. But he was sitting home, I believe still under contract, and they released him on his wedding day. What the fuck, Vince? You fired him on his wedding day. What the fuck? That was wrong. That was not right. So that's why Punk was screwed over, because he's fired on his wedding day. Number 14, Bam Bam Bigelow was screwed over by WWE, in my opinion. He had a great look. He had the it factor. He had it all. He's a big man. He could move. He could do a moonsault. He looked like a fucking badass. He had fucking his head tattooed. Will any wrestler ever again tattoo their whole head? I doubt it. Flames on his head. What a great look. Bam Bam Bigelow was screwed over in 93, 94, 95. What the fuck? His biggest thing he did in WWE was fucking feud with Doink and Dink. Doink and Dink the Clown. And his biggest match was in 93 King of the Ring Finals, but he lost. Bam Bam Bigelow was screwed over by WWF. The guy should have been a bigger top star. He should have been a world champion, in my opinion. He could have been a great heel champion, but Vince and WWF probably thought, we don't need him. We got Yokozuna. So number 14, Bam Bam Bigelow, 93, 94, 95. He was not pushed good. Yes, he did have a WrestleMania main event. But so what? It's not like it was for the world title. It was against LT, a football player. Number 13, Bo Dallas, just released. That guy was screwed over by WWE. I liked him in NXT. I liked his Believe gimmick. I liked it on the main roster. Believe. And then they just got rid of it. Put him in a fucking... not three-man. Was he in three? He wasn't in a three-man band, but he was fucking in the B team, I think. And that fucking got over. And then they just killed it. Sent him home, and we got creative, has nothing for you, did nothing with him, probably paid him a lot of damn money. Did nothing with him for years. For fucking years. And I say Bo Dallas, yeah, he was the NXT champion. That's good for his career, but he was caught up pretty quick. He wasn't in NXT that long. And I say he screwed over because they didn't use him before he was released. They didn't fucking use him for 2 to 3 years, and he was never, ever put in a storyline with his real-life brother, Bray Wyatt. What the fuck? He should have been put in a storyline with him. He could have been a tag partner of his, or he could have been feuding against his brother, and they never did it. They should have. Number 13, Bo Dallas, screwed over by WWE. Number 12, just released. And I will say he was not screwed over in NXT, but main roster, he was kind of fucked. Biggest thing he did, feuded with AJ and had a world title match against Brock on one pay-per-view. And it was like a squash. Samoa Joe. Number 12, screwed over by WWE. He was great on the mic. He was a great commentator. He was a great wrestler. He was never a world champion. He should have been. And he was like squashed by Brock. He got in a couple good moves, but it was too short at Great Balls of Fire. And versus AJ, that feud lasted, I don't know, 2 to 3 pay-per-views. Number 12, Samoa Joe. Again, he was not screwed over in NXT, not at all. He was great in NXT. First 2-time NXT champion, I believe. And he had a long reign. But main roster, he screwed over. He was fucking released after WrestleMania, and I heard a report he was shocked. He was actually shocked that he was released. I can't believe that, but he was. He was great. He was great on commentary. That's a giant screw job and drop of the ball. A giant fail to release Samoa Joe, because wherever the guy goes, he's going to succeed. And he's going to be motivated. That WWE didn't utilize me enough. Now he's going to fucking... WWE's loss. Giant loss. He's going to be a great addition to AEW or Japan or ROH or Impact. Number 12, Samoa Joe, screwed by WWE. Number 11, Luke Harper. I thought he was screwed over. He was good enough to be a world champion or universal champion. Never was. Only was a tag team wrestler and had an intercontinental title reign. Luke Harper, number 11. I thought Luke Harper, my God, I thought the guy was a great talent. Had a ton of potential to be a top guy as a single star. They never wanted to push him. I guess Vince didn't like him because Vince wanted him to have a gimmick with like a hick, a fucking Kentucky hick accent. He wanted him to look like a fool and talk like a dumbass hick. Like no intelligence. Like he's an idiot. Like he's a southern hick. That's the gimmick Vince wanted him to have. That's what I heard. And he didn't want it. He didn't do it. So basically Vince punished him. And never pushed him again. He's good as part of the Bludgeon Brothers, but that didn't last long. Maybe one of them got injured, I forget. Number 10, Cody Rhodes. He was screwed over because what the fuck? You made him Stardust before he was released. Maybe his contract ran out. I don't remember, but fucking Stardust. That's fucking stupid as fuck to put him in the Stardust gimmick. Horrendous. Horrible, horrible use of Cody Rhodes. The guy can talk. The guy looks like a movie star. The guy could have been a top star for the WWE. Could have been a top guy, heel or babyface, in my opinion. But no, you made him Stardust. If I was Cody, I wouldn't have been happy being Stardust. Cody Rhodes, number 10. And I say he was screwed over because he was put into the Stardust gimmick, and I hated it. He tried to make it work, but I still hated it. Number 9, Gail Kim. Really screwed over by WWE. What a great wrestler. 2009, 2010, Gail Kim came back, left Impact, came back to WWE, left the Knockouts division, which she dominated with Awesome Kong, and Gail Kim was treated like shit. Never pushed in 2009 and 10. Number 8, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He was screwed over in 1991 because he was leaving and Ric Flair was coming in. Steamboat left, I want to say in August or September. He wrestled on Primetime Wrestling, I think, in September 91. And Ric Flair came in September. You could have had Flair versus Steamboat in WWF in 91, but no. Steamboat left. I don't know if his contract was up or what. But you screwed him over. He leaves and then Flair comes in. I would have loved to see Ric Flair Steamboat on a WWF pay-per-view. Like at Survivor Series on opposite teams, or at Tuesday in Texas, they could have a singles match. But no, instead of keeping Steamboat, you wanted Roddy Piper to take on Flair and job to him instead of Ricky. Number 8, Ricky Steamboat. Number 7, just released. They were great. They were awesome. They were entertaining. They fucking looked damn good doing it. The Iconics. Number 7, they were fucking screwed over because they should have never been released. They were fucking great at their job. Should have never broke them up either. Number 7, I said the Iconics, and I'm so mad about it. Number 6 is Billie Kay. You should have never released her, motherfuckers. If Payne would have been let go, fine. I wouldn't have been that upset. It would have sucked. It's not good, but you shouldn't have released Billie Kay. She was too fucking good and entertaining. Number 6, Billie Kay. Number 5, Cesaro. Been there for over 10 years. Never has been a world champion. Number 4, Rusev. He could have been a top guy, a top heel. You never pushed him as one. His biggest thing he did was against John Cena at WrestleMania 31. And he lost, I believe. Or maybe he retained. I don't remember. But Cesaro should have been world champ. And Ricky, yeah, for sure Cesaro should have been world heavyweight champ or Universal or WWE. Number 3, I was going to put Bobby Lashley on this, but no. Bobby Lashley's WWE champion. The guy has not been screwed over. So in Bobby Lashley's place, number 3, I have a new number 3 I came up with. Mickie James was fucking screwed over. She's a legend. She deserves to be treated like a legend. She should have been booked as a legend to help the other women get better in the ring and be on TV more. She was not used enough. She was not utilized. She's treated like crap. I'm sure she's paid well, but they sent her stuff, her gear back to her in a fucking trash bag. What the fuck's that? That's some ghetto ass shit. Send someone's stuff back in a fucking trash bag. You could have put it instead in bubble wrap. in a fucking cardboard box. Why did you have to put it in a trash bag? That was an awful look. Number 3, Mickie James, screwed over in her last run, not when she debuted. Number 2, Vader, 1996. He was screwed over. He should have won the WWF title. And number 1, Bret the Hitman Hart was screwed over in 1997. Montreal Screwjob, he was screwed fucking over. Bret worked there from 84 to fucking 97. You screwed him over, and you shouldn't have. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye for now.